Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Client Spotlight podcast with McCrae's. I'm your host, Catherine Seymour, and today we have a very special guest, Joyce Padilla, CEO of Assett. For years, Assett has been known for delivering reliable, innovative solutions to help their clients protect and optimize valuable assets, always with commitment to quality and efficiency and exceptional service. Today we'll explore Assett's journey, how the company has stayed ahead of in a competitive industry, and how partnering with McCrae's has helped with their clients' missions and to them to support their clients. Let's get started. Joyce, you start by introducing yourself and sharing a little bit about your role at Assett.
For sure. Well, first, thank you so much, Catherine, for having me on your podcast. It's a true pleasure. And yeah, so Assett, it's a marketing and brand agency, and I've been running the agency for over 15 years now. And basically how I started, well, thankfully, this is what I did from day one. And I feel super grateful and blessed to be able to do something I love. And over years, working with different customers in different industries, I've really learned and, gained a lot of appreciation for the industry. And it's just a fun, a thing to do all the time. Like, I really enjoy what we do.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Joyce. For those who may not be familiar, what are the services that Assett provides? And what type of clients do you rely most on your expertise?
Yeah, for sure. So typically we offer marketing and brand services. At the moment, we're focusing and helping out female founders who are really looking to align their brand and really showcase their authority. Sometimes,
Amazing.
they might have the authority, they might have the experience and really know what they're doing. And yet, because of, let's say, a lack of brand strategy or not being represented maybe as professional as they deserve, they lose out on key clients or really clients that are high paying and that are worth or who they want to work with. So what we do is we have a Assett Authority Growth System. So within this system, we kind of guide our customers through a process where they end up being able to have a brand that really attracts high paying customers.
Amazing.
What it looks like, it's a 90-day process. And first we just start, like everyone starts with an audit where we audit their business and just see where they're at in terms of their positioning at the moment, any gaps that we identify, and really do a deep dive in analyzing what their current positioning is. And then we'll end up with a strategic roadmap where they can take on and kind of identify quick wins that they can implement right away. From there, then we go into our align your strategy phase, where here we help through our brand expansion masterclass, where they're able to on demand identify and really get clarity in what their brand foundations are. So they get to kind of like create the strategy up front, where now they're clear as to what their goals are and what they need and what they want to focus on and who are they speaking to and their messaging and their positioning. And then from there, we just take them on to the next phase, which is to activate your brand. This is where the fun part begins, because now we get to really implement their new brand and place it in different areas like their website, their messaging, social media, any materials or tools, sales tools that they have, and really be able to be set for success, where they can now start creating that visibility. And then lastly is the amplify your results. So here is where we kind of expand their reach and their results. So this is where you see the results, where they start attracting those high paying customers, right? Through strategic alignment growth and just like having that bi-weekly strategy and support by our team. So within all this, there's like a community where they get that support. So that's kind of what we focus on, like really providing our customers that, from the beginning to end strategy where they can see the results. And then apart from that, we do fractional CMO, where this is kind of more of an working alongside customers and their marketing team. So those customers that, are at that stage where they're growing and they need that support, that more strategic support. So that's where we come into.
That's amazing. So you're not just an agency, you're really a partner to them. So they help them grow in every step of the way, that's truly amazing. If you could sum up what Assett does in one sentence, what would it be?
That's a good question. I would say, what do we do? Branding.
Yeah. Yeah, for
So
sure.
I always say that that's a foundational piece for the initial of any marketing strategy, any SEO, any digital marketing. If you don't have because again, you only get, one first impression, one time,
True.
right? So it's like you need
True.
to make sure you look as professional as a service as you offer. And people tend to be inclined to companies that, perceive themselves as trustworthy, right? And experts in the area. So sometimes that brand, if it's not quality or professionally, visually to that, high standards,
Yeah.
they won't even probably engage with you. So you might be missing out on a lot of opportunities.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What are our challenges or goals that led to the start of looking for a digital marketing partner like McCrae's?
Okay, so challenges, well, with the digital era coming about and all that, that was not an area that I was expert in.
Yeah.
It was new to us. And seeing how important that online presence is what made us kind of like say, hey, we need to be aligned with what the market is requiring right now, where the people are. So that's where we said we need to partner up. Not
Right.
us not being experts in the field. We prefer always to give, the best of the best to our customers. So then working with companies like yours is key for us in our offerings as well. So that's how it kind of came about, right? I always say that if you're not online, you might as well just close your business, right?
Yeah, for sure. No, for
Yeah,
sure.
because if they're the customers, if they don't, find you, they're going to your competitor, right? So it might as well be
It's
them.
true. It's true, for sure. There are many marketing agencies out there. What made McCrae's stand out to you?
So being honest, I one of my clients was working with you and being introduced to your team as a fractional CMO, working with them, I got to learn about McCrae's. But at the same time, the relationship was so great and the experience that I ended up as an agency partnering up with McCrae's to be able to have you guys as my partner or supplier in SEO and all digital marketing for my customers, for other customers. So
Thank
that's how
you
it
so
came
much for
about.
that.
So I'm really fortunate to have found you so easily.
Thank you so much for that. Can you share some of the work McCrae's has done for assets, whether it's SEO, content development, website updates, or digital strategies?
Yeah, I mean, working with you, and that's why I love working with McCrae's because it's very organized and strategic. Like your approach, it starts with the most important thing, which is the strategy. And I've seen that over and over with you, and it's like a system that you guys continue to follow and it works. So it's not just about SEO. It's about, really understand. Like I remember the level of interest and the time to learn the industry. And then once you know the industry, then looking at the competitors and see what they're doing and using, the industry benchmarks. And then from there, after analyzing certain keywords and seeing the traffic those keywords have, like it was all like very well thought through. And then from creating that content plan based off of those high performing keywords, you guys would go and create the content, right? So all the
Yeah,
content. And it was great working with the team who creates the content because it's a tedious job.
it is.
It's a lot of work. So you made my work very easy. But yeah, so from the content and then to the website development, which is great too. You guys offer a lot of flexibility, which I love. So it's not just, putting content or blogs, inserting that into the site, but if we need a new landing page for a promotional tactic, like you guys are always there to kind of support in that area and always keeping in mind the SEO part of it, right? In the back end.
Yeah.
So it's been great, all from there to digital ads and etc. So it's a full cycle.
How would you describe the communication or collaboration with McCrae's?
Well, it's been really great. I have nothing to say other than you guys are on point. Initially onboarding any customer, there's more communication, like even weekly calls. and emails back and forth, just making sure, everything is set up and they have everything they need, they understand everything, and that the customer too feels, the assurance of, okay, they know what they're doing and, they're reliable. So the communication has been great, like even with web developers and just having access to them too direct, where I can just send them an email and I'm not going through, let's say, the account manager, like I can directly and then get quick responses, right? So far it's been really good for me as a partner because I'm able to quickly communicate anything to our customers right back. And then for customers who deal with you directly as well, right? They feel the feedback has been really great so far.
Amazing. Thank you. What are some measurable results you've seen since working with McCrae's, such as improved search rankings, more website traffic, or even increase the qualified leads?
Yeah, so I would say the one of the biggest thing is definitely visibility. So increase in rankings, right? On Google, for example.
Yeah.
That's been really key. And we've seen how our number of keywords have increased on page, let's say 1, compared to competitors. So we've kind of like taken them down from their ranking. So that's been really great. And at the same time, the quality of leads. So I've worked with other agencies where you get a list of these leads, but you got to filter them out and they're really not anything related to what, your industry is, for example. So there's like a disconnect there. But so far, the quality of leads that you guys have offered are on point. And I think it's because you guys really do a good research, like keyword analysis prior to. So that I think is key. Because even if it's, I rather have less amount of leads, but that they're quality ones than a whole bunch
Right.
and not having them as quality, right?
For sure. For sure. What's been the single biggest win for Assett as a result of partnering with McCrae's?
So for me, the biggest win, like apart from the results, right? For me, the most important is being able to have found a partnership that I can trust. I'm very careful with who I work with, and I'm very careful with who I recommend. So being able to work with a company that is expert in the area, reliable, trustworthy, very honest. I love that. So that for me it means a lot because I know that I'm recommending to my customers quality, service.
Thanks for that. We're always happy to hear that. If there was anything you feel we could have done differently, or even any suggestions that we could have made that would have made a stronger partnership, what would those be?
I can't think of anything. To be honest, I cannot think of anything. I'm going to have to think about that one and get back to you.
Well, if that's the case and you do think of anything in the future after even this podcast, please let us know. We're always willing to hear.
Yes, will do.
Any feedback from our clients to always improve. So that would be great. What would you say is another business that's considering what we're doing with McCrae's?
I would say that if they're ready to, like if they have, or their business is at that level where they're able to, have that budget for digital marketing. And, in digital marketing, there's tons of different tactics you can do. I would highly, and this is what I do with my clients too, recommend SEO because that is an exposure and an organic traffic that you get. And it's really great for brand awareness and for lead generation. It's a really good investment. Like I said earlier, if you're not there when clients are searching for your services, then you're just giving them away to your competitors. So that's the future. Everyone is online right now. And I think we know that. It's what's happening right now. If you're not on Google, you're just missing out on so much opportunity.
Thank you. Joyce, thank you so much for sharing Assett's story and your experiences with McCrae's. Truly inspiring and a forward-thinking Canadian company, and we're really excited to have you as a client. For our listeners, thanks for tuning in and continued success. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Catherine, for having me.
No problem.